Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another teacher talk session tonight. As you know, that we have a very special guest, just like the other weeks. And tonight we are going to have a very important person for ELT world, and she is really important. Also, she is important for me because she was my teacher when I was in the university, and I learned a lot of things from her. And she is Professor Dr. Birsen Tütüniş. And by the way, when she comes here, we are going to start our live sessions. But as you know that we sometimes we can have some technical problems, but I hope we can. Now, I think this time it's going to happen. Yes, there she is. Hello, Birsen
Hello.
Hocam. It's great to see you.
Hello.
It's wonderful moment. Wonderful moment to see you here. And it's okay. And I was just explaining that we had some technical problems because of the Instagram. But we sorted out, and now we are here. You are here, and Birsen Hocam is here, which is great. And so, Birsen Hocam, before we start our sessions, I would like to thank you for accepting my invitation to Teacher Talks session. And I'm sure we are going to have a wonderful session tonight with you. Thanks a lot one more time.
Okay, I would like to thank you as well for inviting me. I'm really grateful to you because you created such an event that, made all of us come together. So I have so many friends, so many teachers, so many, people who love the profession over here. So that's really good to meet them all. So good night, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I hope you enjoy the night. I know it is quite late. I'm sorry for the technical problems.
Okay, thank you very much. And Birsen Hocam, if you're ready, we can start our sessions. And so
Yes.
I know you very well, but maybe some our colleagues would like to know about you. So can you tell us about yourself, please?
Sure. Okay. Well, I think many people know me because, most of you are my students. I'm proud of having so many good students around, and they are all wonderful teachers. Okay. Well, I have two BAs actually, one for teacher education, teacher training, and the other one for English literature from Bosch University.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm married. I've got two sons and I've got three grandchildren. And I have been in this field for a long time, and I love my profession. And within time, tonight I'm going to tell you more about myself. But I got my PhD from the University of Sussex in England, and I worked for Bosch University, and I worked for other universities as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really very happy to be in this field. I love my profession.
Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. I know that you have a marvelous experiences in this field. And my next question is this: can you tell us about your experiences in teaching?
Sure. Actually, I have two types of teaching experience. The first
Mm-hmm.
one is for the secondary schools. I worked for Kabataş Erkek Lisesi and Pertivnia Lisesi. And, it was a real experience for me. And then I did my academic career, and I had my MA from Bosch University. And then I started working at Bosch University as an instructor in the School of Foreign Languages. Then I was successful in the exam and I was sent to England by Bosch University. I was sponsored by Bosch University to do my PhD at the University of Sussex in England. So my experience, I mean, as a teacher, really helped me a lot in this success, I must say. I mean, being a good teacher made me recognized. Being a teacher was great, actually, and my professors at at Bosch University, they were amazed when they saw
Mm-hmm.
me teaching in a way, because they didn't have such an experience. They were professors, they didn't come from the field, and they were amazed. So I must say my teaching in the secondary schools really helped me in my career a lot.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
And of course, now I'm still teaching, and I'm teaching the second type of teaching is being a professor for teacher candidates. Okay.
I see. Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. And Birsen Hocam, uh, my next question is about your own education. What was your favorite moment or experience in your own education?
Well, it has been such a long time, actually, but still, I can say that it's not just the secondary school teacher, or I mean the education throughout life.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I must say I have been a student all my life long. So my education still continues,
Yeah,
because being a professor does not mean that you know everything and that's it. No, I'm still learning, and I'm learning from you as well. Thank God I have wonderful students around, and I'm learning a lot from them. You see, this is really important.
I
And
see.
for the last, I mean, during my education, actually, I really learned lots of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I had two types of education, one for teaching and the other one for literature, that
Mm-hmm.
really contributed to my profession. So that's really good. But on the other hand, I mean, I believe that people should learn throughout their lives. So learning is something lifelong, and we need to carry on learning. So I must say I'm still learning. For example, I learned how to make use of Zoom, how to make use of this one,
Mm-hmm.
how to update, etc. You see, these technical problems,
Yeah,
how to overcome the technical problems. So I'm still learning. I'm still being educated on several
I
issues,
see.
I must say.
Exactly, exactly. As you mentioned, a lifelong learning. We learn whole our life,
Yeah,
from the born to dead.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much. And Birsen Hocam, can you tell us about your current job and what kind of things you are doing there?
Well, actually, I'm still working at Istanbul Kültür University as a professor in the English
Mm-hmm.
language teaching department. And I have been involved in loads of things, actually, like organizing webinars for our students,
Mm-hmm.
organizing international projects, etc. Apart from teaching, I'm the senior lecturer at Istanbul Kültür University, and I'm still involved in international, professional development things.
I see.
And
Uh-huh.
I was the head of IATEFL teacher training and education SIG. Now I am the coordinator for the membership and events organizer, etc. So I'm
Uh-huh.
still involved in international associations as well.
I still remember that the last time when we met, it was in 2015, and I
Yeah,
TOEFL, if you remember that. You had a
yeah,
poster, I think, if I'm not wrong, you had a poster presentation over there. You have a
yeah.
really
I had, yeah,
fantastic. fantastic poster presentation. When I
Yeah.
saw you there, I was shocked. I wasn't expecting to see you there, but when I saw you there, I became really happy, and that was a really great moment for me to saw you there in Manchester.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you say that. Actually, I try to turn on the light
I
so
see.
that I can see you better. Well, actually, I'm still involved in such things. I do lots of presentations, but now I am. Maybe I'm at a stage where you become more mature in your profession. So I'm invited to many conferences as the keynote speaker. So I am doing
Wonderful.
lots of presentations all around the world.
I see. Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. Birsen Hocam, this is what is your idea about the characteristic of language teachers?
Well, the teachers, language teachers, especially English language teachers, are really different from other teachers. This is what I believe. They are more social, and they are more active. In one school, you would immediately recognize the English teachers. They look quite different from the others. Sometimes we suffer. And I personally, let me give you an example from my professional life. When I was teaching in the primary school as an English teacher, I was activating all my students, and they were active. I was stirring and settling, and I was doing lots of activities in the class, you see. And the class teacher complained about me. So the administrator invited me and said, well, there is a complaint about you. And I said, what? You are spoiling the order of the class. Well, this is the characteristics of English language teachers. We like being more active.
I see. Exactly. I totally agree with you about that they recognize us, English teachers especially, wherever we are, especially which school we go, and they say directly, they can point us, he is an English teacher, or she is an English teacher. Definitely English teacher. Okay, thank you very much. And I would like to talk about a very important, very important topic, which is autonomy. As you know that this is really important, especially this pandemic period, that autonomy become more important than ever, I think. And for you, what is the role of language teachers in learner autonomy?
Well, actually, this is a very important issue, and I think we should work on it a lot. But I must say, unfortunately, in Turkey, this doesn't work well because the students in Turkey are used to having the teachers talk all the time. So the teachers transfer the knowledge. And they expect the teachers to transfer the knowledge. They expect the teachers to be active all the time. So it is really difficult to talk about the autonomy, learner autonomy, in Turkish context. We need to train our learners to take the responsibility of their own learning. They don't take the responsibility of their own learning. They expect the teachers to do something for them. Okay? So I believe that both teachers and the learners need training on how to take responsibility on their own learning so that they can become autonomous learners.
I see. It's a very good point. You are totally right, Birsen Hocam. I agree with you. Okay. And we should work on it.
Can you hear me?
I think we. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
I mean, I totally.
I think both teachers and students need to be training on how to take responsibility of their own learning in a way. The teachers should learn how to train their learners, and the learners should be trained how to take their own responsibility.
I see. I see. By the way, Birsen Hocam, there is a question about it. Dr. Tamar Dolitze is asking, do you think online learning can be helping learner autonomy? Hello?
Yes, you can have flipped classes, you can have online learning.
Can you hear me?
But you have to train your learners first of all. If
Birsen
you
hocam?
don't train your learners how to make use of Google, to make internet, how to Google, then it will be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can hear you. What about you? Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can. Okay, thank
Okay,
you for
so that was a question about that was a question about the online. Do you think that online, they say, online
learning,
teaching, online learning could help learner autonomy?
learner autonomy.
It depends. It depends. I mean, if you teach your students how to make use of internet, how to make, how to profit, how to benefit from internet, then it's okay. But now I don't see that. I can see that the students are just Googling to do their homework. They're copying and pasting. It's not autonomy.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, thank you very much, Birsen hocam. And that's I think Dr. Dolitze, I think got the answer of her question. All right, and my other question is about the teacher and the learner's autonomy's correlation, but I think you have given some ideas about it. But I'll ask you the question again, but let's see what's going to say about it. Do you think, is there a correlation between teacher autonomy and the learner autonomy?
Well, to a certain extent, yes, there is a correlation. The teachers are not that much autonomous, I must say, because there is a set syllabus. It's sent by the Ministry of Education. They have to follow that syllabus. They have to prepare for their students for certain exams. We are exam oriented. So we cannot say that the teacher is totally autonomous in her job, in a way. But the teachers can be autonomous in their own learning. If they want professional development, they can get professional development. It's okay. But if we talk about the students and teachers together in the school environment, then I don't think that they have autonomy yet.
I see. Thank you very much, Birsen hocam. And Birsen hocam, I would like to move, which is really important, another topic, which is motivation. That's also very important, especially these days, because of online teaching and face-to-face teaching. Like, can you give us some practical tips to increase or create motivation in different age groups? Hello?
Can you hear me? I don't hear you properly.
Can you hear me now? No?
Yes, okay. Yes,
now can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
I was asking about the motivation. Like, can you give us some practical tips to increase or create motivation in different age groups?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, we have two types of motivation: extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. And the teachers should be aware of these things. And if the teachers can organize meetings with the parents, then they can create extrinsic motivation for learning English. If the teachers can change their teaching styles, and if they can have at least 7 different activities in their classes, if they can make their classes fun for the learners, this is very important, fun for the learners, then motivation could be high. Then it will be both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. They will say, okay, we have English class today. They will want to attend the English class. Otherwise, it will be boring for them to do the reading text, to answer the comprehension questions, to to do the quizzes, etc. No, try to do something interesting, something really appealing to your students, and something fun for your students, so that they will be motivated and they will attend your classes properly.
Okay, I see. Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. Thank you very much. And can I move to another question?
Yeah, sure. But I think the teachers need to ask themselves, why aren't my students motivated?
Why aren't? Exactly. That's a good question. That's the question that we have to ask.
Motivated? Yeah, the teachers need to ask this question to themselves, because the answer is over there. If the teachers make their classes fun, better, then the students will learn better. They will enjoy the class, they will attend, and they will like, and they will learn forever. It will be lifelong learning for them. But if you do the same thing every day, if you just turn the pages, if you are a teacher who just turns the pages and covers the whole book, then I'm sorry to say this, I'm sure there is no one like this amongst you, then the students will not be motivated at all.
At all. I see. Thank you, Mr. Birsen Hocam. And there's a question, Birsen Hocam. Can you see the question? Hello? Birsen Hocam? Can you hear me? Hello?
Volkan, I can't hear what's happening. Sometimes I think there is...
Can you hear me now?
We are not connected properly. Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. Now, there is a question here. And it says, what do you think about the future of teaching English?
Your question, Volkan?
No, I mean, there is a question here. I mean, like they asked you, Madame Lingua asked you a question. What do you think about the future of teaching English in Turkey? As English teachers, what should we do to progress teaching English?
Okay. Well, I think in Turkey, the main problem is the teachers think that they are responsible for their students' learning. So first of all, the teachers should say, okay, I'm responsible to help my students, to guide my students, to learn something, okay? So the teachers should coach them. If they coach them, if they support them, if they show them how to learn, I think it will be much better. So in Turkey, for the time being, I think we cannot do this, because the students expect us to teach, to tell about the rules, to talk about grammar, to talk about the structure of the language more. Okay?
I see.
And when they go out, they cannot speak that much. So in the future, if we change our attitudes as teachers, as English teachers, if we change our attitudes, and if we change our roles, if we become the moderator, if we become the coach, if we become the learner, the co-learner, then I'm sure things will change.
I see. I see. Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam, for your answer. And my next question is about communication skills. Like, how can I encourage students who have a very little spoken English to develop their communication skills?
Well, actually, we need to ask our students to produce more.
I see.
So what we are doing in our classes is not real production. It is just probably imitation, or it is something that they have to substitute and talk. So we have a dialogue and we ask our students to do the role play. This is not real conversation. This is not something real life. Real life like activities would make our students be more active in their production. They are not producing the language at them. I think we are just asking them to model us, to change certain things, but not the real conversation. Okay? So I believe that the teachers, if the teachers change their teaching styles and give just 5 minutes to students for free talk, then conversation, speaking will improve. They will make mistakes. We will not correct them. We will just let them speak. Just like the ones in the street, Volkan. Now, for example, if you go to Sultanahmet, you can see little children crying out to sell the goods in their hands in English. They are speaking English because they need to make money, and they are speaking with the tourists. They are making use of the language to communicate. But in our classes, we are not asking our students to communicate like in the real life. This is what I believe. That's why, we need to change our styles. We need to change our teaching techniques. And then English language teaching in the future will be different.
I see. Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam, for this great answer. Thank you. And it was very clear. And my next question, can I move? Another question?
Yes, sure.
Okay. And
sure.
How can I be sure my students are actually learning?
How can I?
How can I be sure my students are actually learning?
Okay. Well, some people think that, if we just give them a quiz, if you just give them, pop quizzes, if you test them, then you can see whether they have learned or not. No, this is not the way to see whether our students have learned or not. The most important thing, as the Common European Framework of References, it suggests the self-check, the students need to check whether they have learned or not, certain things, by saying can-do statements. Remember? Can-do statements. So they say, I can now introduce myself. I can talk to a foreigner, etc. So can-do statements are very important. So if your students can say that they can do something, if your students can make use of the things that you have worked on in the class, then your students are learning.
I see.
Then you are sure that they are learning. It's not just the quizzes, the tests, the exams. They are not a way of checking whether your students have learned or not. They are just really bad things, I must say. I don't believe in those assessment systems because, you know, it just maybe prepare your students for certain things, but they forget very easily. It doesn't help them anything. I mean, they don't build up 21st century skills at all.
I
They
see.
just
Which is
learn
very important.
to pass, learn to
Mhm.
pass, to get good grades to pass, and then that's finished. And then they forget everything.
They forget everything totally. And it's unfortunately that we are a kind of exam-oriented schools
Yes,
we have.
yes.
So that's a
So
very
we need
sad
we
situation.
need to yes, we need
Mhm.
to ask our students or help our students to make use of the language as much as possible. So while they are making use of the language, the teacher observes, makes notes, and then the teacher
Mhm.
is sure whether they are progressing or not.
I see. Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. Thank you. And my other question is, what is your golden rule in the classroom, Birsen Hocam?
My golden rule when I was a teacher in the secondary school, when I am a teacher at the university, is to smile and to be positive.
Which are
That is
really
my
important.
golden rule. Smiling is really important, and
Mhm.
being positive is really important. If you are positive, then positive results come.
I see. Thank you very much. And my other question is about second language learners.
Now,
What?
Volkan,
Yes.
Volkan'cığım, before you ask your question, there is one thing over here, as such a comment, I think. Then the exams
Yes.
in Turkey should be changed. Yes, you are right. It should be changed.
Ah, yes. Mhm.
The exams. One of the guests said the exams in Turkey should be changed.
Yes.
The
Kader below.
yeah,
Yes.
we are exam oriented. I told you. Yes, they should be changed. You are right, but unfortunately, we cannot change this. It will continue like this for some time, I'm sure. What we could do is this, you see. We prepare our students to lifelong learning.
Mhm.
We make our classes in such a way that they enjoy in learning English. They have fun. While they are enjoying, you know, they don't understand how they learn, and you already prepare your students for the exams. Now, let's take, for example, just one example. In the exam, there is a dialogue, and they need to fill in the blanks. So if
Mhm.
they can talk about this in their real life, it will be easy for them to fill in the blanks in the exam, you see. So you are
Mhm.
already preparing your students for the exams, but not by giving them exams all the time, by making them work on real English, real life English, so that, you know, they can make use of that English outside the class as well, and then they are ready for any exam.
I see. Mhm.
And the reading also helps your students. You can assign them extensive reading. That also helps them. So you
To
are
do.
doing your best to make your students more communicative and more interested in learning English.
I see. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Aydan Hocam is also here, and she is saying, Birsen Hocam, just continue being yourself. You're a great model. Yeah,
Thank
thank you very
you.
much.
Thank you Aydan
Thank you.
Hocam. Thank you Aydan Hocam. İyi ki varsınız Aydan Hocam.
And can I move to another question, Hocam?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. And my other question is about curiosity. Like what is the role of curiosity in students learning and how to activate it?
Well, actually, this is really important.
Mm-hmm.
What did I tell you a minute ago? I said you can prepare your students for the exams anyway. If you can make your classroom activities really enjoyable, fun, and really learnable for your students, then your students will be ready for any exam, okay? And curiosity also is one of the things that you should create in your classes. If you can create curiosity, then they will become more autonomous.
I see.
You can also encourage your students to become autonomous if you can create curiosity in your classes. Then, for example, you can say, I don't know this one, let's learn it together. Let's find it out together. And then next lesson, we're going to talk about this. So they learn about something and you also learn about something. And then you discuss it next lesson. So you learn together with your students. You are a learner there as well. You are a model as a learner there as well.
I see.
And being curious to know about something, you know, is in human nature. We cannot change this one. Why don't we make use of this in our English classes? We should make use of this one. And they should be curious to know how it works, how we can say this. Okay?
I see. Which is really important. Really, really important. And project-based practices helps a lot, someone says. No, Miss ELT.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Pınar Hoca. Yes.
Yeah.
Project-based practices really helps for curiosity. And there is also another question.
Yeah.
What are your advices to the inexperienced new teachers? Eray Erkan says.
Yeah, they can learn by themselves. We have learned its importance thanks to Birsen Hocam. Okay, so I was reading the comment over here, you see, about curiosity and the project work. It really helps your students. Then if they work on projects on their own, that means they will try to find out certain things themselves, and that's good. They will share the idea. It also creates communication in the class. I mean, the person will present and the others will listen, and then they can ask questions, answer the questions. So it creates communication, but on a topic, it's real life type of thing. Okay. So now let's come back to your question. Could you please repeat your question?
And there is a question. Eray Erkan asks, what are your advices to the inexperienced new teachers?
Okay, inexperienced new teachers. Okay, one, you need to improve yourself. Professional development is very important. So you can become a member of INGET, that is the National Association of English Teachers. You can become a member of IATAPL, that is the International Association of English Teachers. You can become a member of TESOL, that is also an international association for English teachers. So that means if you become a member of such associations, you will be knowledgeable. You will get lots of ideas from different parts of the world, okay? So you will get newsletters every month and you will learn about, you know, what other people doing in your field. This is one thing. The other thing, you shouldn't think that you are an English teacher and you know English now. You should try to improve your own English by attending a proficiency course maybe. Don't think that you are a teacher, you don't need this. Everybody needs it. Or you can save some money and you can go to one of the professional development courses in England. in America. Okay, so there you go to a country where the language is spoken. This is the second idea. Okay, and the third idea is please cooperate with your colleagues. I can see that unfortunately in Turkey, English teachers are unique, they are lovely, they are wonderful, but they don't cooperate with one another. They don't come together in the breaks and say, look, I've done this one, it's wonderful, it worked very well in my class. Or they don't observe each other's classes and they give ideas to one another. They don't reflect upon their own teaching. These are the things that we need to do. So as young teachers, if you start doing these things, it will be a good example for the other teachers as well.
I see. Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. There is another question, Birsen Hocam, and she asks, if there is a problematic student, what do you suggest to us?
Okay. This is the classroom management. If you have problematic student in your classes, then you have to find out what the problem is, first of all. You have to work together with the class teacher. You have to work together with the, you have the consultants in each school, rehberlik ofisi. Then you have to work together with them, and you have to try to sort out, first of all, what the problem is. And if you can sort out the problem, then I'm sure it will be easy for you to work. The simplest way probably be to make that problematic student your assistant. You can say, now you are my assistant. You are the teacher now. Okay, right on the board. You keep him busy all the time. This is one of the ideas I can tell you.
I see. Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. And Birsen Hocam, according to your experiences, what do you find most frustrating and rewarding about teaching?
Well, I think if your students don't like English, if they say, I hate English, I don't want to go to school because I have an English class today, that must be the most frustrating thing, okay?
Yeah.
But if your students say, I love English, today I have English class, I love my English teacher, I want to go to school, then it is rewarding.
That's rewarding. Wonderful. Wonderful example for frustrating and for rewarding one. Thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. And my other question is about the good life and the work balance. In what ways do you try to achieve a good life or work balance? Can you please explain with examples from your own life, if it's possible?
Okay.
Hello? Huh. Birsen Hocam, can you hear me?
Okay. Well, I have two sons. I'm married, and I decided to do my academic career. So while I was working at Kabutosh,
Birsen Hocam.
but I could balance it. You see, I wanted to do something since I did something that I happy. So since I was happy, can you hear me?
Now I think yes. Did you hear my question?
Well, yeah, sure. And I explained it. Maybe you didn't hear it. Yeah. Okay.
No. I'm hearing it.
Okay. I was working at Kabutosh Erkek Lisesi, for example, and I was doing my MA at Boğaziçi University. So I was very happy because I was really growing as a teacher. I was having my professional development and I was very happy. When I was happy, when I felt that happiness, I was happy at home as well. I loved
Mm-hmm.
my profession and I loved my family. So it was easy for me to balance the two because I loved them both and I was happy. That brought me happiness, you see. So
Mm-hmm.
when I graduated from Bosch University, when I graduated my, my MA, my sons, my husband, they were all there in the graduation ceremony and we were throwing the caps, you see, all together.
I see.
So we were sharing the happiness as a family. So I would say try to be happy with your business, with your job, with your profession, and that will bring happiness to your home as well, to your family. And then you can balance it easily. You must love your profession. If you go to school every day, oh, again I'm teaching today, then no hope for you. Okay?
Exactly, no hope. We should definitely love our job.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. And my other question is about the professional development communities. Like, in what ways can teachers grow by becoming involved in an online professional development community like
Yeah.
ITDI, INGET, or IITFL, or etc.?
Yeah. Yeah, I told you. I mean, if they become a member, then they will just be open to the world. So this is
Mm-hmm.
really good. Via Inget, they can become IATFL member as well. And then they will be open to the world. They will have international friends. They will have lots of news related to their
Mm-hmm.
profession. So it will be really good for them. So I would suggest them to become a member. If they can't
Yes.
become a member, then there are lots of, actually free sites. So they can go to those free sites and they can try to benefit from those free sites. For example, Russell Stannard is one of the names who produces
Mm-hmm.
teacher videos, you see, videos. And most of them are free. So you can watch the videos and you can get lots of ideas. So, I mean, there are lots of things. They can always write to me. I'm happy to help them. It would be wonderful, to be with my dearest teachers. So I will always support them. So they can write to me.
Oh, thank you very much, Birsen Hocam. You're wonderful, really. And by the way, we are almost coming end of our live sessions, Birsen Hocam. And right now, I'm
Okay.
going to ask you the difficult one, the most difficult question. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I am ready. Okay.
Okay. So the question is this:
Yes.
What is your motto? Hello? I think this connection problems really these days happens a lot. Birsen Hocam, can you hear me? Hello? Birsen Hocam, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Welcome. What happened? I'm here. I'm with you.
Now I think
You
okay.
were cut off. Welcome. Something happened.
No? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
can hear you.
my question was like, what is your motto?
Work.
Ah, work. Yeah, teachers, like every
Yes,
teachers
yes.
do
Yeah,
do it.
I've been working.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't
I have
escape.
been working for years, and I will be working. Yeah, I have been working for years, and I'll be working as long as I live.
Yeah, we are really lucky
Because I
that
love
you
my
are working as
profession.
long as you. Yeah. And we are also lucky that you are going to work as much as you can, so we will have a chance to follow you and learn about you. And to see and listen to again many, many years later. Uh, they say here for you. There are also I saw many, many
Thank
good.
you, thank you. I can read some of the comments. Thank you very much indeed. And I will be very happy if you send me the comments, because I can't see all of them.
Yeah, I will do that. I hope so. I'll try to do that. And also, I'm glad to meet you in Malatya, Birsen Hocam. Says that. Let me read you this one. I'm glad to meet you in Malatya, Birsen Hocam. I'm a teacher and candidate in İnönü University. She is lucky that she met you. And another one, I love my job like you. You are always my idol. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, my dearest one. Thank you.
And I saw another one. I have been learning and following her for years. Thank you, my lovely Professor Dr. Birsen Tütüniş. I love you, my dear hocam.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yes, I think Birsen hocam, love you and your genius suggestions. And I think that's all. Yes. All right. And thank you. It was nice to listen to you again and hoping to meet you one day face to face, Birsen hocam. They also say, yes. I hope you
hope
will
so.
have a chance to
I
meet.
hope so. I hope.
Definitely.
Yeah, I hope so.
You
I'll be
you should
very
you should
happy to meet you all. Let's organize a conference and come together.
exactly.
Yes,
And
my mail address is the same. You can give my mail address to them so that they can write to me.
yeah. Okay, of course. If you want to get Birsen hocam's email address, just you can write me a message from DM and I can write her email address so you can have a contact with her too. And Birsen hocam, that's all for tonight. And it's really it was wonderful sessions that we had. And I would like to say thank you one more time for your suggestions, for your ideas, for your time that you have spent here with us. It was wonderful, and we learned a lot from you today. This is really very very great moment for us, for me, for everybody who was in here tonight with this session. And before we end our sessions, would you like to add anything else, Birsen hocam? Birsen hocam, did you hear me?
No. Yes,
No,
I can hear
I
you.
asked, would you like to would you like this connection problems really thank you very much Aydan hocam that you're here. You made us happy. Oh, I think the connection she has left. So just let me invite one more time. Anyway, I think Birsen hocam had a communication problem and she left the session. So I'll try to invite her, and because I want to say goodbye together. But if she is here, I think, but no. Anyway, all right. So thank you very much, everybody. And Professor Dr. Birsen Tütüniş was with us tonight. And I hope you had a really great sessions, just like us. It was really great, and we enjoyed the sessions. And I'm sure that you like and you enjoyed, and you learned a lot from her tonight. And in the next Monday, we will have another guest here, and I will share the poster as soon as possible, and you are going to see, and we will have another very good educator for next Monday at the same time on the same place. And thank you very much for everybody, for all of you, and I hope you enjoyed the session, and we also enjoyed very much. And take care of yourselves, and see you in the next session. Peace, everybody. Bye bye.